This is what many parts of Srinagar and the region looked like in September. Now, the devastation is even more real. Like many flood-affected residents, Tariq Ahmed will not be voting, partly because he is focused on rebuilding his life and because he sees no point in taking part of a process to elect officials he says don't care about him or his neighbors.
Look at our condition. We came back after 16 days and saw our house had fallen. This isn't the time for an election. They should have helped build our houses, then we could have thought about voting.
In one of the worst flood-affected neighborhoods, candidates themselves have a hard time explaining why there's an election.
They're not in the frame of mind to have elections. I mean, they can't think right. I mean, the kind of agony people have gone through, and on top of that, you force elections onto the people. I mean, that's not human.
Amid the rubble left from September's floods, most people here have hardly had time to consider other issues leading up to this election. Even some politicians agree that scheduling the polls for now was a bad idea. But most opposition parties are supporting it, hoping the timing will help them earn votes.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi, whose BJP party was shut out of the last state election, campaigned here last week, hoping the fallout from the floods will help his party make inroads.
When Srinagar was submerged in water, when floods wreaked havoc in the state, I came here to share your grievances without any delay.
But delays, particularly in promised compensation, are a major complaint. Many of Kashmir's artisans, famous for their shawls and scarves, lost tens of thousands of dollars worth of goods and are unable to reopen their shops.
We had a lot of loss at our shop. The government didn't help us at all.
Many here don't believe much will change for them after the election, which they say is another reason not to vote. Putting their lives back together is something they will have to do themselves. Faiz, Jamil, Al Jazeera, Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir.